Hey guys, welcome to the King's Mother again. We're not in the King's Corner. I hope the internet is okay. Good to see you guys waiting on me. Please, how the internet is. I know it's going to be laggy. I hope y'all can bear with it, but I hope it is okay. I hope the lighting is okay as well. Tell me how the internet is. We are going to have a special guest if the internet is okay. So good to see everyone here. I am the KingFanMan as always. Good to have you at the KingCast. We are going to talk Fallout 76. We're going to talk all things Bethesda. As you know, Bethesda is going, they're having the Bethesda days in Seattle right now. So we're hoping there is going to be some Fallout 76 news that comes out of Bethesda days. I really believe there's going to, either out of PAX or out of this, because the rumor is something really big is coming in September for Fallout 76. Maybe the biggest info dump that we've had so far. And I hate to call it that, but I think we're going to get some big gameplay, maybe the biggest gameplay yet. Now, that's not a promise. That's just the rumor going around. So hopefully that's going to happen. We are going to have a special guest. In fact, we may have two special guests on with us. Last week we had two special guests. Who knows? We may have three special guests. You just never can tell around here at the KingCast. But as you can see, again, I'm not at the King's Corner. I'm still staying with my mother. I'm taking care of her. I want to first thank everyone for all the prayers. It didn't turn out exactly the way we planned, but things went good. She did not have the surgery, but she's feeling much better. Turns out she didn't have enough blood. She was down about halfway, and that's why she was so weak. So thank you so much for the prayer. She will have the surgery later on. So my mother still has surgery upcoming. My daughter still has surgery. So keep the prayers coming. But so far, my family's doing good. Hello to everybody. Y'all come on in the King's Corner. Right now, I'm about to hook up on Skype with one of our wonderful Patreons, Big T, and I'm going to try to get him right now on a Skype call. Big T, if there's Big T right there. All right, Big T, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Let me turn you up so they can hear you. Okay, now let's see if they can hear you good.
How's it going, everybody?
All right, y'all tell me if you can hear Big T. Just go ahead and keep talking, Big T, and they'll tell us if they can hear you good.
How's it going, everybody? Glad to be here.
Most of y'all know Big T from the comments. Dr. Zero says they can hear you. All right, Big T. We've tried to hook up several times. We have done a couple of podcasts, me and you, and neither of them have turned out. Bless your heart. So it is good to have you on the live KingCast. This is great. You have a long history in gaming, kind of like I do. So
it's quite extensive.
So I'm excited to have you on. You love Bethesda games, obviously. So we're going to talk Bethesda.
Yes, I do.
But you also like Mass Effect.
Yep, I'm a big BioWare fan as well.
What are some of your other favorites before we talk? And I know we're going to talk 76, obviously, but what are some of your other favorite games?
Well, one of my most favorite PC games of all time is actually Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. It was made by Toroko Games way back in the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to Diablo 1 and 2.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. Now, when did you say that came out?
Like 2000 to 2001 time frame.
Oh, okay, very cool. If you could do me one favor, Big T, if you could help me watch the chat bar, my chat goes in and out, and also that was Wolfman's job. So, and I'm gonna tell everybody again, if I miss your question, it's not because I'm being rude. My chat goes in and out, so ask your question 3 or 4 times if I don't answer it. So let's see. The Gaming Alien says, I wonder if Vault 76 will be used as some sort of interaction hub where you can meet players. Pete Hines said just the other day, you cannot go back into Fallout 76 once you leave it.
That's no fun.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I heard that, but he said you cannot go back in Fallout 7 or in Vault 76. So, cue the wah 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 music. I did not like hearing that. Yeah, exactly. So, does that answer your question, the gaming alien? I really wished. I was hoping for it to kind of be a hub. I was hoping it to be like a vendor in there and where you could go back in a safe place. But yeah, I didn't like that either. So if y'all haven't played Arcanum, it looks and plays very similar to the original 2 Fallout games. Check it out on Steam.
Yes, it does, Manos.
Arcanum.
It's very similar. Very, very similar.
I
apologize ahead of time that I have a slight stutter.
Oh, no problem at all. And I have never even noticed it. So, and like I said, we've done this 2 or 3 times. So,
right.
Big T, I think I told you this, but I bought Mass Effect 3 to start playing it. And then Vic told me, no, you have to start with 1. So she sent me 1 and 2. In fact, it was in the unboxing today. So
I just finished watching that a little while ago.
Yep. So I'm going to start with 1. So I've got a lot to play now. I've got to get those played before Fallout 76 gets here. So I'm excited. I'm excited to play the Mass Effects. Is there any
about to try to stream it?
That might be a good thing to do. That would be, even though I'm a Bethesda channel, I mean, that would be really fun. Is there anything I need to know before I start the Mass Effect series? I mean, I know nothing about it. I really do.
Talk to everyone. That's all I'm going to say about it. Talk to everyone, and if you have any issues, you can get a hold of me or Vic, because, with selecting your character, it can be quite difficult in the first one. But after that, it gets a lot better.
Okay. Dom's on. Hey, Dom. Hey, Vault Girl. Manos. There's
Dom.
A lot jumping on. There's Mississippi Queen. I didn't see her on. Where is Vic? Vic is having a girls' night out with her sister and best friend. So she's not here. She told me she was not going to be on. So I guess we'll let her miss 1 KingCast if she'll watch it later. That's all right. There's Tropical Ice Cow. Well, I'm very excited about starting a series that I've never played before. And I'm often late to the party. I was late to the Fallout party. I started with Fallout 3, and I didn't start it until the Game of the Year edition had come out. So, see, I was late to that party. I was late to the BioWare part. I mean, not BioWare. I was late to the BioShock party.
I was very late to BioShock.
Yeah. I didn't start it until after the 3rd one was finished. And I started the 1st one after the 3rd one was finished. So I guess, I'm just the late kind of guy. I make sure they're okay before I start them. Are you excited or nervous about Fallout 76? Where do you stand with Fallout?
I'm very excited for Fallout 76.
Even with all this PvP talk and griefing and all this?
Honestly, if someone wants to be a jerk, let them be a jerk. You don't have to interact. And then if you end up dying, guess what? You can put up the pacifist flag if that's how that system works. Right? So then you can't be bothered by that person anymore.
Well, the pacifist flag is actually, and this is going to go in a little bit deep. Let me say one thing. Fallout 0169 says, shout out from Wheeling, West Virginia. Hello. That's pretty neat. He lives in Wheeling, West Virginia. Very neat. The pacifist flag actually works on your bullets. If you put up the pacifist flag, your bullets will not start the dueling process. But there is something else, and I don't know what it's called. They didn't say what it's called. There is a way for you to block someone else coming to you, but the pacifist flag is actually, you blocking your own bullets. So let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the comments because I don't want to get behind. I only have Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, they are flying by.
Yep. Y'all help me if I miss any. Again, if I miss any comments, y'all forgive me. Say them 2 or 3 times. So James always says that Mass Effect Andromeda is his favorite. I don't know about that.
I actually enjoyed Andromeda when I was playing it.
Well, that James always says he likes it. Yeah. Now I've heard 3 is the best. Is that what you say too?
Sorry, 1 second. My youngest is
no, that's fine.
Interacting.
James, you started Doom today. Which Doom are you playing? Doom 2016? I know there's several that haven't played Doom. Doom is one of my favorites. I started with Doom back in the 90s. So I am a Doom guy. I was addicted to the first Doom, the first and second Doom. Now, the third I didn't care for, but yeah, I love Doom. There's Vic.
Doom was fun.
Hey, Vic.
I enjoyed them all.
I'm glad you could stop by for a minute. You're supposed to be out enjoying yourself, Vic. But I'm so glad you stopped by.
Hey, Vic, how's it going?
Y'all need to understand something, by the way. I just have to say this. Y'all have to understand how big of a deal it is that I'm on a podcast right now. My Arkansas Razorbacks are playing football right now, and I don't think I've missed a game in my whole life, and I'm sitting here talking to y'all. So this is a huge deal for me. That shows you how much I love y'all. Yeah, that shows how much I love y'all in this channel. So, hey, you know, I really was satisfied with the Fallout panel and what they told us about griefing at QuakeCon. Now, I know it's going to be a changing process. Kind of like Todd Howard said, this is going to be a game that continues to change, you know, month after month, year after year. But I was happy with what they said. I think they've put a lot into the process, and the PvP system is going to be, even though it's going to be a work in progress, I think they've got a good starting point with it.
I can agree.
Yep. It may come to, and I don't know enough about GTA, and I don't even know if I should even bring that game up, but you know, Grand Theft Auto has where you can go into a total pacifist mode, where you can like totally turn the PvP off. Now, I don't know if that's something that might come up eventually, but I know that what Todd Howard said is they want some tension in the Fallout game. And really, you can't have a Fallout game if there's not some tension. You need the Raiders, you know? And since they didn't put Raiders in, you have to have some of that in this game. So
yeah, we do.
Yeah. What else about Fallout 76 are you looking forward to?
I just want to explore West Virginia in their eyes.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it. You know, I've been through West Virginia quite a few times when I was traveling up and down the East Coast. So it will be unique to see what they took and put a spin on than to what I've actually seen.
Right. What they emphasized. I think, of course, that's what they do best is the world building. I love the worlds that they build. And I'm with you. That's the first thing I want to do is just walk around. Just walk around and look. And that's one of the reasons I like the series I'm doing right now, the on the places, the scary places. I think y'all are going to like the next one I'm doing. I'm doing Camden Park, which is the amusement park.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
But there's also another amusement park that most people don't know about. It's an abandoned amusement park. Yes, Dom, it is the spooky places. There is an amusement park in West Virginia that has been abandoned since 1966. and they say it is the most haunted place in the world. Now, that's what the locals say about it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'll give you one fact about it, and then I'll leave you all alone, and I'll let you watch the video when it comes out. There was a ABC TV show, and I don't even know if it's on anymore. It was called The Scariest Places on Earth. The host, they had the host and a psychic and all these people. They would not even go into the park. They said the spiritual energy was too strong, and they saw something. They would not even go in the park. And that's what they did for a living. So it's really an intense place. So I can't wait for y'all to see that one.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I did see James ask a quick question.
Sure.
When is Elder Scrolls Blades coming out? When is Starfield coming out? And what did you think of Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay?
I think Blades will be coming out very soon. I think probably November would be my guess.
Just before the holidays.
Yeah, I believe it'll be November. Starfield, I'm still going to say 2020. If somebody was forcing me to be as honest as I could be, I'm hoping for 2019, but 2020 would be my guess. And Cyberpunk, I really liked it. I'm going to play the game. I liked it enough that I'm going to play the game. I was impressed with it. Did you see it, Big T?
I did. I actually, while I was on vacation, I couldn't watch any of it because I had no service. So I just watched it as soon as I got home today, and I was blown away on what they put into it. I'm very excited for it. Yes, Vic, it will be very good.
The thing that got me that I liked the most, that I wish Bethesda would do, was the amount of people in the city. That's what blew me away. The amount, just the amount of people they had walking around the city. That was incredible. That was incredible. Snake Eyes says Bethesda needs to add a ton of horror into Fallout 76. I agree. Love those spooky moments in Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout 4. I agree. Vault Girl was talking about the Dunwich stuff that's in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. And me and her agreed. We think that probably will be in the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. That would be a perfect place for the Dunwich stuff, which is kind of a supernatural thing.
That'll be fun.
Yep. Dom said, I was sure that the character Dex was Eric Todd. Yeah, I saw that, but it wasn't. Dom's going to play on PS4 Fallout. We're trying to get him over to Xbox, but he's going to be on PS4. Yeah.
Xbox, Dom, come
on. James, I think the same guy is doing Blades that's doing Starfield music. And I can't think of his name right now.
I don't recall.
Somebody asked me, and I have to give a retraction since I'm live now. Somebody asked me about crossplay, and there's been a lot of talk about crossplay. Now, we all know that Sony is not doing crossplay with anybody, but they have come out now. Todd and Pete Hines have come out and said that they're not doing any crossplay on Fallout 76. Has everybody heard that now? Even Xbox and PC are not going to do crossplay right now.
I can understand why.
Yeah, and that's a change, because at first they were saying they were going to crossplay Xbox and PC. And I believe, and this is just coming from me, okay, I believe that's a temporary thing. I believe PC and Xbox will have crossplay soon.
Eventually.
Yeah, I believe they are trying to push Sony into crossplay. I really believe that. I don't know if it's going to work. I just believe it's pressure. Just like Todd put pressure on Sony to do the mods. Now, whether it'll work or not, I don't know. But it did work on the mods at least a little bit. So
yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me though. A little bit of speculation right here.
Sure.
If when they go to release Starfield, if they don't approve of crossplay, they'll push Starfield out to be released on Sony until they allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Just speculation, probably something that, Pete Hines might do. Just a thought to, put that out there.
Well, and about the same time that they announced there would be no crossplay, they also said that they're not releasing Elder Scrolls Legends on Sony, on PS4 at all. So they are really putting pressure on Sony. I mean, really putting pressure on Sony. And I can just tell you, this is all I'll say. Behind the scenes, they are not happy with Sony at all.
No. Yes, Tom, I know Starfield won't feature any online elements. What I'm saying is that they'll hold off releasing Starfield on the PlayStation because of the no crossplay. That's what I was saying. I apologize for any misconception. Because
of what Sony's doing on 76 and on other things.
Yes.
And you can see Bethesda's relationship with Xbox. They have a great relationship with Xbox. Vault Girl says, I think Sony's stance on crossplay now is going to hurt them next generation. Absolutely. Mano says that's not going to happen. Bethesda's a business above all else. They're not going to lower their sales out of spite. I don't know, Manos. Like I said, I know it's a smaller game, but they've already announced that Elder Scrolls Legends will not even be released on PS4 at all. They're not releasing it at all on Sony. So, I mean, that's a big step.
It is.
Yep.
And I could actually see them go to the extent of not releasing it because they are also for the fans.
Or
crossplay.
Or like you said, they will delay the release. And that's something Bethesda does all the time. Sony is always months behind, or at least weeks behind. And I don't think there's I think that's on purpose. Will Starfield release on Steam? I think it will. I think 76 there's two reasons for it. I think it's a money thing because of the microtransactions, and I also think it's Bethesda trying. There's going to be so many changes happening to Fallout 76. Again, as Todd Howard said, this is a game that's going to be changing and changing and changing, and I think Bethesda wants total control of it. So those are the two reasons it's not going to Steam yet. Just like Fallout Shelter didn't go to Steam immediately.
Yeah.
Can I send a link in your Discord to my server? I just want to try to find more people to play on PS4. Yes, absolutely. Sure. That was to Stairway to Gaming. Yes, you can. Not a I'm gonna have to take off my glasses to read y'all. Nope, that was worse. Yeah, Dom says not a AAA title like Starfield. In other words, they're not going to do it. Again, I don't think they would say they're not going to release it, but they might delay it. Delay it. Yeah. Let's see. They need to damage Sony. Just speaking about it, how Todd has come out publicly against Sony twice now. He did it on the mods issue, and he did it now on the crossplay. And it's a big deal just to speak publicly against a company. I mean, that just don't happen much in the industry.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. So that puts a lot of pressure. And
especially coming from Todd Howard.
Yeah, coming from, and if you remember, it was right after Todd Howard did that in Fallout 4 that Sony did change at least a little bit on the mods issue. Now, whether it will have any effect on the crossplay, I don't know. But again, like I said, behind the scenes, they're not happy with Sony at all. but because it just seems that Sony just does not want to play ball. They just don't want to get along. James says he would make Elder Scrolls a live service game. No, leave it alone.
Yeah, I was reading that earlier in the Discord.
Leave it alone. That's just my opinion, James. I hope there's no lag between players in Europe and America. I really want to play Fallout 76 with y'all. Yeah, I don't know how all that internet stuff's going to work. We're going to see.
It'll be interesting.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm reading, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to read as well.
As I'm catching up, tell me, Big T, what was your first experience? What got you into gaming? And and you're going to give away your age with this.
I was watching my uncles play Mortal Kombat 1 on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first gaming experience. Although I will say I was very young at the time, but I do remember.
What was that? The first game you played then?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
And then it just went off from there.
Were you hooked immediately?
Instantaneously.
See, I guess probably the arcade was my first experience gaming, and then like video games in the house. You're gonna laugh. It was the good old Pong on Atari. That was my first.
I played Pong on Atari.
Yeah.
Atari 2600.
Yep. So we are giving away our age then.
A little bit.
Yeah. So the way I heard you talking, I'm guessing you're an Xbox guy now.
Yes.
Yeah. What was your first system that you had?
My first system was a Sega Genesis.
All right. Yeah. Me too.
My parents bought it for me for Christmas.
Well, that wasn't my first. I had an Intellivision before that. Really giving away my age, but I had a Sega. All those good games on the Sega. Did you graduate to the 32X and the Sega CD and all that stuff?
I escalated to the Sega CD, and then it went to we backtracked a little bit to go back to the Super Nintendo, and then we went to the PlayStation.
Wow. See, and I think we've talked about this before, but bye Vic, bye Gaming Alien.
Bye Vic.
You're going to the theater, so the movie theater is more interesting than this. You go have fun.
Well, it depends on what they're going to watch.
It depends on what movie. That's right. Let's see. Went to I got the 32X plug-in for my Sega, and I got it because Doom came out. So I had to get the 32X to play Doom. And man, oh boy. I did.
I was mainly a PC guy when I was growing up, though. I will say
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't.
I was playing Doom on PC.
Once I got Doom, I didn't sleep for weeks. That was it.
Yeah, it was Doom and
Slender Man. Oh, okay. You might not sleep after that one. Let us know how it is. Y'all have a good night.
Take care.
James, you got sick. You got sick playing Doom. Why? Is too fast? Doom is awful fast. You can get, I guess, motion sick, maybe.
Yeah, the new one, yeah, but the old Doom, no.
Yeah, the old one's not that fast. I love the old Doom and love the new Doom. Now I like the old Doom better, but the new Doom's awesome. It's beautiful, and and Doom Eternal looks amazing.
Incredible.
That grappling thing on the bottom of the shotgun. Oh,
that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh wow, I can't wait. And by the way, I didn't say it. We still have the Doom picture that is signed by all the developers to give away. As soon as I get back home from my mother's, we're going to give that away to y'all, to one subscriber. So y'all forgive me that it's taken so long, but I haven't been home since I told y'all I was going to give it away. So y'all please forgive me, and I know you do. I'm sure y'all are still wondering about that. It's a real pretty Doom picture, but
it is gorgeous.
Yep, and that was really neat meeting all those people.
That must. I'm so jealous. I really am. I wish.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Stairway. Should I call you Stairway? That's kind of weird to call you Stairway to Gaming Heaven. I can call you that whole thing. Let's see. Pride Little says, I'm wondering if Fallout 76 will have the same business practices as ESO, because ESO has some sketchy practices. I
don't think so.
I mean, it's a ZeniMax thing, and this is a Bethesda Game Studios. I don't think it's going to be the same exact thing. Are you talking about in the microtransaction area? I don't know all that ESO does. I've played ESO, but it'll be totally different because it's two different things. Okay, Stairs. I like that. I can call you Stairs. Okay, very good.
Okay.
That's better than Stairway. I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was.
I forget.
I know. I went totally blank. What were we talking about? You get in front of the camera and sometimes you go blank.
Yeah, sometimes you do. It was Pride's question on ESO and their business practices.
Oh yeah. If you're talking about the microtransactions from ESO, like I said, I haven't dealt with them, but Dom, have you dealt with the ESO microtransactions at all? Let's see. It says there isn't really microtransactions on ESO, just crown crates, but that's all in-game stuff. No pay to win stuff. You've got to work on your builds. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, the microtransactions for ESO forces the player base to buy DLC to be competitive.
Well, they need to pay the developers too, so that's...
Now, what we've been told there's going to be none of that in Fallout 76. It's going to be all cosmetic, every bit of it. And we've been told that numerous times and promised that.
And we can get all of them in game too, I believe.
Yes, you're going to be able to get it all in game without buying it, okay, if you want to grind for it. So it's all cosmetic, every bit of it. So there's no pay to win, nothing like that. Do you think they'll add more? Yes. Fallout 0169 says he was asking about the future content. That's what's so exciting.
Ooh, that's a good question.
In the future DLCs or expansions, that's what I can't wait for. One of the things I think they will add, now it may not be immediately, but see, this is a game they're going to keep going for years. I mean, they really want this to go for years. And I believe Washington, D.C. is something they're going to add very soon. Because, see, Washington is right there. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, Maryland, actually.
Yep, Maryland.
Maryland and Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm. But
that would be fun.
Yeah, you're going to get to see the Fallout 3 areas, but way before, you see. So that's going to be so much fun to see Washington, you know, how many years before it was in Fallout 3? Hundreds of years.
Yeah, 104.
A bunch.
Was it? I can't remember.
I know it. I tell you, you get in the top of your head, especially in front of that camera, you can't think of nothing. It's kind of funny. You get off camera and you go, "Oh yeah, that was. Why couldn't I say that? Why couldn't I remember that?"
Yeah.
Vault Girl can rattle it off though. She's our encyclopedia. She's the channel. She's the Fallout encyclopedia.
On top of her game.
Yeah, I need to hire her as the encyclopedia of the channel. Vault Girl says, so we've had the Capital Wasteland and the Commonwealth. What do you think the Wasteland will be called in 76? That's a good question. Well, it's going to be more wilderness than, you know, it's going to be more country. That's a good, going to be mountainous. I'll have to think about that. That's a very good question.
What do you think, Tom?
Don't want to be a party pooper, but Bethesda will support Fallout 76 with DLC and updates as long as it keeps making money through in-game purchases. Yes. And it will, Manos, and this is the reason. It's crazy. Fallout Shelter, and I don't know how, but Fallout Shelter, and I played it since 2015, and I've never bought a thing in it, but Fallout Shelter has made $91 million. Isn't that right? $91 million.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm astonished to hear that number.
Yeah. They just released an article just a couple of weeks ago. $91 million. More people have played.
Crazy.
It is crazy. More people have played Fallout Shelter than any other game that Bethesda's put out. But these online games, especially the mobile game, which is why they made Blades, by the way.
I cannot wait to try that.
They make incredible amounts of money. It's crazy. But the casual gamers are the ones that get in there and buy the stuff, not people like us. And that's where they make their money, and people like us just get in there and play the game like normal. So, yes, they will continue to do it. Yes, it was free, but see, the thing is, this one is free after you buy it. It's free. Now, I agree with what you're talking about. It's not free to start with, but I believe it's going to outsell Fallout 4.
Easily.
What do you think, Dom? Do you think Fallout 76 is going to outsell Fallout 4? I think it will.
I definitely think it will, especially with all the publicity that Fallout 4 got. It just makes it even more for their games continuing on. That's just my opinion.
And you know, there was so much hype for Fallout 4. Some people would think Fallout 4 would make more and sell more because of the hype. But I truly believe Fallout 76 is going to do more. I really do. I think Bethesda is going to blow the roof off with this thing. Almost all of the let's see, if they have a really cool military trench coat, I'll buy it depending on the price. Hey, I have to admit, y'all can hate on me. I've bought some Creation Club stuff before. I'm sorry. Y'all can.
I made some purchases on Creation Club as well.
Yeah, y'all can type in bad stuff at me if y'all want to. Let's see.
It's okay.
Get the game called Questland on Android and iPhone. It reminds me of the Elder Scrolls and the like. It's pretty fun. Questland.
I'll look into that.
Okay, Questland. We will try that. I will actually look it up after the podcast. Doesn't the Fallout 76 trailer have more views than Fallout 4? Yes, it does.
Yes.
It absolutely does. Fallout
with a lot less time, too.
Oh, yes. I mean, it was immediately. Fallout 76 will be the one shot Creation Club has of escaping the trash can. Yep, that's true. Okay, they're singing the song. Good. Give me your favorite Bethesda game, Big T.
Oblivion.
Oh, that's right, Oblivion. That's a good game.
I know I'm probably going to get some heat for it, but it's Oblivion.
Was that your first?
No, it was not my first. Morrowind was my first.
Pride Little is talking about the perk card choice. He said a single perk card choice will base the entire role you play in the game. This is definitely the perk system is definitely going more back to the skill system, and you're definitely going to have to watch more how you level up your character. Even though you can trade out some of the perk cards, you're going to have to be careful how you place your cards, because you're not going to be, as I've said many times, you're not going to be the superhero like you were in Fallout 4 or Skyrim either. You know, you could do everything. Yeah. You were good at everything in those games, which I don't mind in a single player game. I really don't.
Yeah,
but
I have a few God mode classes on Skyrim.
Exactly. But I do like the old skill system where the role playing where you had to pick a path, you know, and that's what you had to stay on. And this one seems like
Oblivion had.
Exactly. This seems like it's going to be more like that. So you're going to have to be very careful when you pick your path, what you're going to be. I agree with you on that. Absolutely. 100%. Why Oblivion? What about Oblivion made it your favorite game?
The crafting in Oblivion was incredible. Did I miss some of the crafting items from Morrowind? Yes.
Yeah.
You know, creating your own spells was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, making my glass armor have chameleon, that was awesome.
Yes.
You know, just the crafting, the style, and the fact that I got to go to the Shivering Isles.
Oh, yes. I still think that it is the best DLC that Bethesda's ever made.
Yes, the Dark Brotherhood quest line was incredible and fun.
We can ask everybody else, what is you think the best DLC Bethesda's ever made? But I think it's the Shivering Isles. It's the best in Oblivion. It's great. If you've never played it, you need to play Oblivion just for that DLC. It's amazing.
I agree.
It's amazing.
Manos is on board.
Since you like the crafting so much, and this is coming straight from Jeff Garner and Chris Meyer, the crafting in Fallout 76 is over the top. I'm
excited.
There is twice as much crafting in Fallout 76 as there was in Fallout 4.
I cannot wait.
They have emphasized that to me, that there is so much crafting in this game.
I will say ahead of time, I will be that person running out and being the trader and the nomad, picking up items to craft for everybody else.
Yes.
That will be me.
It's interesting that you can craft your weapons and your armor in this game, and you couldn't in Fallout 4. You know, you could do that in Skyrim, and then you got into Fallout 4, and I wondered why you couldn't, because you could actually do more in Fallout 4 than you could in Skyrim, like to your weapons and other things, but you couldn't craft a weapon. And I was like, what happened? But you can in Fallout 76. So I'm really excited about that.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
Making a crossbow.
Oh, absolutely. But getting to make my own armor the way I want to, that's one of the first things I do in Skyrim is, who wants to join my fascist party?
I just saw that.
Where have you been, by the way, fascist guy? The mailman nationalism. He's so funny. He used to be on here a long time ago, and he went away for a while.
Yeah, I remember him from a couple of episodes.
Yeah. One of the first things I do in Skyrim is make my armor the way I want it. Of course, you know, you have to make leather armor or something way early, but that's what I do. So I can't wait. Well, we're glad to have you back, man. I really missed that in Fallout 4. Mississippi Queen, I miss you too, by the way.
And yes, Mississippi Queen, you are funny.
What did she say funny? Did I miss it?
I just saw that it says, "Hey, I'm funny."
I know, but I didn't know what she did. Other than an Xbox, Big T, do you have anything else right now? As far as
I have my laptop.
Mm-hmm. Do you PC more than you console, or equal, or?
I'd say it's about equal, because I have a lot of PC games that I've been playing lately, but I do want to get back more into console gaming, at least until I build my PC that I want to build.
Right. I have just started building a PC. I've never done that before, but
it is a blast.
Backhand sent me a motherboard, which is the first part for my new PC. So I've started building my new PC. So
do you have the video card yet?
No, it's supposed to be in the mail. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the.
It's ordered.
Yes, it's ordered. So those are the two biggies, I think.
Yep. That and your power supply.
Right. So I know I have to take my time because I'm not very wealthy, but I'm really excited to build one because I don't know much. I'm not a very technical guy with this stuff, but you learn doing it. That's the only way you can learn. Yeah.
I learned how to build I built my first PC with my dad back when I was way young.
James is talking about yes, you did say you've taken voice lessons. That is cool, James. And your favorite game is Fallout 4. And I know you've spent more than 20 hours in it. Please tell me you've spent more than 20 hours in Fallout 4. If you've only spent 20 hours in Fallout 4, then I feel really bad.
I've got about 75 hours into it.
I'm not going to tell you how many hours I've got into it. I'm not telling. Mississippi Queen, don't tell how many hours I've got in Fallout 4. Oh,
Manos wants to know.
Snake Eyes has over 1,000. I'm still not telling how many hours I have in Fallout 4.
I have over 1,000 hours into Oblivion. I have about 900 hours into Skyrim.
I'm not telling how many hours I have in either one of them. Y'all.
And Fallout 3, I've got like 275 hours in ballparking.
Okay, y'all have to understand, for the last 10 years, I've been really sick. And I played a lot of games to keep myself out of pain. So I'm 3,000 plus in both Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 3,000 plus. So somebody asked me what qualifies you to talk about Fallout 4, and I said, well, I've got 3,000 plus hours in it. Does that not qualify? So when Fallout 4 came out, I was in college full time. That's cool. Big T, did we lose you?
Nope, I'm still here. My kids are acting up.
Okay.
I have to mute my mic for a second.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure.
Nope, I'm still here.
Thank you, Dom. No shame. Good.
I saw my name highlighted in the chat. What did Dom say?
Let's see. Big T, have you heard of the High Elves? And then he said, ha. I don't know. Must be an inside joke.
I don't recall that
one. Let's see. Mine are acting up here too, Big T. Mississippi Queen says her kids are acting up too. That's my kids. I know they're not acting up at all. Give me. I'm going to put you on the spot, Big T. When you can talk.
Yep.
I want you to list your top 5 Bethesda games in order. You can think. Right. You can think about it. You can think about it.
Number 5.
Yeah.
It's Fallout 4.
Uh-huh.
Fallout 2. Fallout 1.
Oh, wow.
Fallout 3. And Oblivion.
Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Skyrim and Morrowind are like 6 and 7.
Wow.
They're like right there, but they don't quite meet Fallout 2 and 3.
See,
even though they're technically not Bethesda.
See, Dom's mad at you because Skyrim's not on the list.
It's on there. It's not in the top 5. It's on there, Dom. If we take out Fallout 1 and 2, then it definitely makes the cut at number 4.
Let's see. Fallout said, what kind of voice lessons are you taking, James?
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, really, Timmy? I wish I could play it.
You PS4 people just make me sick.
Make me sad.
I know that game looks so incredible. I would have loved to have played that game.
I did sit and watch the whole gameplay of it, and I was just blown away by what Guerrilla Games brought to the table.
Yep. I agree. That was one game I really wanted to play.
Yes, Dom, you guys do get really good individual first-party games. I will agree.
Yes, I know, Mississippi Queen. I got rid of the PS4. I did it because I did it for political reasons. I did it because of how Sony was acting. I did it for mods. I did it for Bethesda. Dom, did you play God of War? I know everybody's saying how good it was.
It was incredible.
But see, I haven't played any of the earlier God of War games either.
I played the original God of War games.
Did you?
I played them a
lot. Fallout again, talking about Wheeling, West Virginia. That is so awesome about Bethesda coming to your state and doing that. I would be overwhelmed if Bethesda came to Arkansas and did a Fallout. That would be so neat.
It would be neat.
That would be incredible. I can imagine how you're feeling. And I will
say Fallout 4 was close to me.
That's true. Yep. And I love how they take, and it seems like they went an extra step in this one. They take the lore of the state, the Grafton monster, the all the Flatwood monster, the Mothman, all those things that they took. And I hope there's other things from the state. I know there is. So they took the spirit of West Virginia and they're putting that in the game. That's what's amazing to me.
It will be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. I did a video, and I think me and Dom was talking about this. I did a video on the radio, one of the radio stations that's on the Pip-Boy. It's called the Appalachian Radio, and which is, of course, the Appalachian Mountains that are there. So they're going to have the music that is related to West Virginia. And West Virginia has a lot of ties into music, not just John Denver's song. And one of them is, did you know Hank Williams, the original Hank Williams, the king of country music, actually died in West Virginia? And they actually,
I did not know that.
Yeah, they actually have a memorial stone, and it's right out in the middle of this town. And I forget the name of the town, but I have it in the video that I did on the radio station about Hank Williams. So it's neat, and I hope they put that into the game or into the radio station, and I'm sure they will. If it don't cost them too much money, and I don't think it will. But
I don't think so.
No, I love that they do that. So
that is awesome. I really like that about the Fallout, what they've done with the Fallout games.
Yes. Y'all were talking about the Civil War. I actually talked about that on the video that I'm doing now. There's a lot of Native American and Civil War stuff in West Virginia. I hope they bring that out. We haven't.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
We haven't seen much of that in the Fallout games. There was some Native American stuff in Fallout New Vegas, if you remember. But I don't believe I've ever seen any Civil War stuff in Fallout at all. I would love to see that. No, I would love to see that. And there's a lot in West Virginia. And I really got excited when I was studying about the Hatfields and McCoys. I really hope they put that into Fallout 76. I mean, that has to go in there. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wow, Chad is flying today.
It is. If we missed something, forgive us. KingFanMan, let's see, finished it. No jokes. It's one of the best gaming experiences. What is? God of War. Let's see. Mississippi Queen said, you got to love him anyway. Oh, okay. We are actually running out of time already. Big T, since we are getting close to time, what is something you'd like to finish up talking about? Is there anything in gaming that you're just passionate about that you'd like to talk about before we run out of time today?
Well, I'm excited for all of the games that we've talked about today. You know, Cyberpunk being one of them, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Blades. Another one I'm going to be really excited for, obviously, is Starfield, because I'm a huge fan of the space genre by itself. I'm really excited. Cannot wait to hear more information on that.
Yes.
Hopefully we get some at PAX.
Real quick, some few questions, and I'll address that. If Fallout 76 lets you wear some kind of tribal or Native American outfits, will you try an Indian build? And then somebody said they come from Las Vegas, and the way Nevada, and the way they portrayed the accuracy of the landmarks was mind-boggling. So they did very good there. Stairs says, what is your favorite enemy that you've seen so far in Fallout 76? And there's so many that are so great.
There's too many to pick as of right now.
But Mothman has to be my favorite. I want the t-shirt that the guy wears with Mothman on it. Gotta have that.
Awesome, Dom. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah. I hope they put the Indian stuff in there. Yes. Absolutely. What was the other question I read? Oh, you was talking about Starfield. I really don't think we'll hear anything about Starfield, honestly, because I don't think they want us thinking about Starfield right now. It's Fallout 76 time. Yeah. They want us thinking about Fallout. So even if Starfield comes up in Todd's presence, he won't talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about if the cameras are off, he won't talk about it. It's just not time to talk about it. And I understand that. You know, it's a marketing thing that they've planned, and I understand. It's Fallout time.
Yeah, it is Fallout time. Yep. And I just cannot wait to see what architecture they bring in Fallout 76.
Yep. Yep. I hope it is as good as I think it's going to be. And I hope when they do have problems, because I know there are going to be problems.
Yes.
I hope the bulk of the fans are patient enough. I know we're going to be patient enough, but I hope the bulk of the fans are patient enough with them. Because we know that it's going to take time to get through some of the growing pains with the game.
It's a Bethesda game.
Well, yeah, any game has growing pains, but an online game especially.
Yeah, it took ESO a while.
Oh, ESO was horrible when it first, for me, and I don't mean to, some people had a good experience when it first started. It was really tough for me when it first started.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it was really tough. Now that we've really seen much of it, but the intelligent plant life is what I want to know more about. Absolutely. Yeah.
That looks interesting.
Vault Girl, did you watch my video on the cranberry bog? What those plants are actually based off of, those insect-eating plants that are bigger. That's really cool. When you actually know what those plants are. Yeah, that is so cool. You're going to have to walk through those plants that are going to want to eat you. Yeah, really cool.
We can harvest some of them to use for crafting material.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, they can just go crazy with this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody said, and I'm not being critical of Fallout 4 because I love Fallout 4, and I really think Fallout 4 got way too much criticism, but that's just my opinion. But with that said, I do think they went a little deeper in some of the storylines with Fallout 3 than they did in Fallout 4. I hope they go a little deeper, if you understand, with Fallout 76. I really do. I want one of the plants to talk. That would be cool. That would be cool. Maybe it will. Well, Harold was a tree that talked.
We might see Harold again.
There is a rumor that Harold's going to be in it, but now he's not a tree at this point in time. He's still a person right now, or a ghoul. He may be a ghoul by now. Uh-oh, what did James say? Oh yeah, James is getting voice lessons, which is really cool. He is taking rock music theater lessons. Well, that is cool.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
I'll admit that's something I could never do.
And he's also going to computer design, computer game design. So he may be working for Bethesda in a few years. So y'all better be nice to him. He may be Todd's replacement. Yeah, he's out in California exploring Mariposa. Yes, he is. I don't know how he would get out on this coast, because you are absolutely right. He is out there with what's his name, the bad guy, and we're talking about Harold right now. But there is a rumor that you're either going to hear from him or see him or something in this game. So I would love to hear about Harold at least. So
yeah, that would be awesome.
Yep. Let's see. Mano says we're going to encounter several Preston Garveys in Fallout 76. No.
No, please, no.
Let's see. I think the way they made interesting characters in Fallout 4 is why the naysayers are so against no NPCs in Fallout 76. But it's primarily based on the high-end voice actors in the game. You know, that is something I thought they did a really good job in Fallout 4. They did a really good job with the NPCs in Fallout 4. I thought, anyway. Yeah. Yep. 2,000 hours in Fallout 4. Very good.
That's a lot of time.
Yes. Who's in the?
Probably put that in Mass Effect 3.
Who's in the trailer, Dom? Don't tell me Harold's in the trailer. Now I've got to stop. He caught me. We got clickbait on the screen right now. Dom's got clickbait on the screen. Who's in the trailer? Preston's in the trailer? Where's Preston in the trailer?
I don't recall seeing him in the trailer.
In the Fallout 76 trailer?
I don't recall seeing him in this Fallout 76 trailer.
I don't either.
James, I don't think it will be delayed to December.
It's in the E3 trailer?
Is it really?
Oh, okay. Yes. The name. Okay, the name. You're right.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Right.
I was thinking Preston himself. Okay, y'all got me. Y'all got me.
Me too.
Duh. Do y'all have any other questions about Fallout 76? You know that we haven't had any news really this week at all. I haven't heard any new news, but keep your ears open because, in fact, right now, Bethesda is live streaming. It's not Fallout 76, Rage 2 and Legends is live streaming right now. What news?
What was new? Yeah.
Yeah, tell us the news, Manos. I missed it if we had any big news. Uh-oh, you
mentioned it earlier.
Uh-oh, tell us again then, please. I'm sorry. I'm waiting with bated breath for Manos' news.
I'm scrolling through the chat trying to find it.
He's going to tell us again. Yeah, hopefully at PAX we're going to get news, or at Bethesda Days. I believe there's some big news coming. A big Fallout 76 drop is coming. Okay, whoop, there went my chat. He put it down, there went my chat. Pete Hines tweeted some details. Nothing big, but certainly interesting. First, he said about loot. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I've got a name drop. Dashing Dave. He loves when I do that. Dashing Dave had a very good video. Y'all watch it. It's on my Twitter page if you want to, about how to do loot. It's very good.
I'll have to go check that out.
It is very good. And Maddie made a video on it too. Okay, very good. Yeah, there's going to be loot for each player. Thank you, Manos, for reminding me. Very good. When someone loots a body, when you kill someone and someone loots the body, the loot's not gone. If two people kill the player, you'll have the same loot. So that's important to note. When you go into a place and loot a chest, there will be, each person will get loot out of that chest. Now it'll be randomized. It won't be the exact same thing, but each person will get the same amount of loot. So, does that make sense?
Yep.
Did I miss anything else? Now I just generalized it, but that was the main points of it. But Maddie and Dashing Dave, both of those videos will cover it very good. So both of those guys do a great job in covering it. And I didn't do a video on that this week because I was at the hospital. So y'all forgive me. And that's why I forgot. That's why I forgot that news.
100% okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did I cover that all right? Dom, did I say everything? Maddie made a video, explains there will be more footage in September. Yeah. Yeah, I did say at the very first of the podcast, there is supposed to be game footage of Fallout 76 in September. I mean, that's the huge rumor that's out. We're hoping it comes out of this Bethesda days here in Seattle. If not, it's going to come out at PAX. Mano says, I have a question. If you build something, then quit, the building goes with you. So what happens if the building is tall and I'm on top of it when you leave?
You might plummet to the ground. But that sounds like fun.
I don't think you spawn back in where you were when you come out. I think you spawn back in on a like a quick travel point, Manos, I would imagine. Because this game is always alive. This game never stops. It's not like Fallout 4 where you save it and that game sits there and you come back and your game's still there. Okay. When you stop playing Fallout 76, that game keeps going and going and going and going. The game never stops. So when you spawn back in, you're going to be spawning in, and you may not be spawning in. You're not going to be spawning in on the same server anyway. So you'll just spawn in on a
random server,
and a random spot. And I'm missing the word I'm trying to say, on a quick travel spot. Does that make sense?
There it is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. September the 7th. Yeah, but I don't think that's right. Somebody had a date for Fallout 76, and Pete Hines said it was a typo. So be careful about seeing those dates. I hope September the 7th is it for Blades. That'd be great. James said Apple Store had a date on Blades. I would love that. That means my wife has to get me an iPhone 10 by September 7th. Did you hear that, Mississippi Queen? My chat went blank. Big T, do you have any chat up?
I've got one from Manos.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean anything about spawning. I meant if I'm on top of a building, you build it and you leave the game, do I fall and die? I think so.
Oh.
And it sounds like fun. I want to try that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, James.
Manos, I will do that with you.
I would think so, Manos. And James, I wouldn't trust the Apple Store. I hope they're right. Mississippi Queen, we better hurry. But James, I wouldn't trust them. Let's see. Apparently, there are going to be larger settlements, yes, for us to build on, so we can build cooperatively. Yes, I did do a video on that one. as well as building a small one with our friends or solo. Yes, I wonder what the build limit will be. On the smaller ones, it appears it's going to be a little bit smaller than they were in Fallout 4. That's what it looks like to me on the smaller ones. So the cooperative ones, we haven't been shown what it's going to be. I'm hoping it will be bigger than the ones that were in Fallout 4, but that's just my hopes. We haven't been shown yet. But
I hope so too.
Yeah, but the smaller ones are smaller than the ones that were in Fallout 4. About the size of Fallout 4, but smaller. But I do have, shameless plug, I do have a video on that one and the crafting of weapons. If y'all would like to watch that. It's a short little one after you get off here. And I need views, so hey. You don't need an iPhone 10. I think you do right now, don't you, Dom? I think that's all it runs on right now. Now they're going to eventually put it on other things.
I hope so, because I've got an iPhone 6s and I want to play it on that.
He just says it's compatible for the iPhone 6 and up.
Yes. I'll play that on my break time.
Are you sure? Don't tell my wife that, Dom. Come on. I had her talked into an iPhone 10. Oh, Dom.
Oh, well.
See, he don't know how this works. I know. He don't know how this works.
No.
No, I do know this. I do know they are talking about bringing it even to the consoles. They're talking about bringing it to Switch. They're talking about bringing it to VR. They want to bring blades to everything.
Everywhere.
That's what Todd Howard basically said. Yeah. And it looks, I can tell you, I've played it. And by the way, shameless plug, I do have a review on it. So y'all can watch that after as well. It is an amazing looking game. It is beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful.
Doesn't it look better than Skyrim?
It is gorgeous. Yes, it is better than Skyrim. Well, now I played it on the iPhone 10, so I don't know how good of a screen and stuff iPhone 10s have, because I mean, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. But when it comes to a console and you actually have controllers and you can build your own town in Blades. You're going to be able to build your own town. You're going to be able to go visit other people's towns in Blades. So that's going to be amazing when they actually put it on a console and you have a controller and can do it. I could never get used to, being honest with you, I could never get used to the touchscreen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of hard for me to get used to the touchscreen.
I love touchscreens ever since they first came out.
It moved around the world real easy. The battling was a little bit hard for me. The way you do the battling, you actually hold your finger on the screen, and the longer you hold it, the harder you're going to swing at them. So it's more of an in-depth battling technique than even Skyrim has. I mean, they really went into it. So I like that about it.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really is. Well, thank you, Vault Girl and Just Dom, for correcting me. I've missed so much since I've been at the hospital and away from. I haven't watched enough news, obviously. I'm stoked for Fallout 76, but my eyebrows are raised a bit for Tez Legends. I don't know much about it, but I may get it after seeing more gameplay. Yeah, I actually enjoy that just a little bit. Have you played Legends at all, Big T?
No, I have not. I will have to find it either on my phone or on my Xbox and try it out.
And Dom just sent me the link for the Bethesda stuff on iPhone. Thank you very much, Dom.
Awesome.
I can't believe I missed that, but like I said, y'all know how busy I've been, so I appreciate y'all keeping me updated. I've missed a lot lately. Anything else you want to talk about, Big T? I know we're missing something, surely.
I do actually remember that game I was telling you about last time we had a nice conversation. That Star Wars first-person shooter game.
Oh, yeah.
Back when on the PC.
Yes.
It was Star Wars Dark Forces.
Oh, very cool.
So another one you should go and check out. And anybody else in the chat, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Very cool. James got me on to Star Trek Online, and I just started it, and it looks very good, and I can't wait. So one thing I will plug here at the end, and in fact, me and Big T are going to record on Monday a private podcast, just me and him. We're going to record, and then it will be uploaded next Sunday. It is called the Patreon Podcast with the King, and I'm so excited for these. The first one will actually be out tomorrow, and it is me and Vic talking. The video didn't turn out very well, but the audio is great, and I know you're going to love listening to her gaming past and us talking about Fallout 76 and Starfield, and I'm so excited for this segment. So a little bit of a plug there for y'all to listen to the Patreon Podcast with the King, and another plug if you want to be on it, like if you want to be on the live podcast, and if you want to do one of those with me, all you got to do is be a Patreon. So pretty exciting. And Big T, we're going to do that Monday morning, right?
Yes, sir.
And that way you'll be on next Sunday. So I can't wait. I love that. And we've already recorded too, so I know some of what we're going to talk about, but I'm excited because you never know where the conversation will lead. So
absolutely.
Y'all get ready for the Patreon Podcast with the King, and y'all listen to that first one tomorrow and give it a like, and say something good about Vic, because she did a great job on the live podcast last week, and she did a great job.
Unfortunately, I had to miss it.
Well, she did a wonderful job. And sadly, we had a few new people that were like, why is it so long? They didn't understand what a podcast was. Instead of saying that Vic did good, they were talking about how long the podcast was. So, yeah. So y'all go back and tell Vic how good she was on both of them, and then we'll be good. So does anybody have any questions or comments before we get out of here today? The hour and a half goes so quick. We've been on an hour and 20 minutes.
Really does.
Yep. It goes so quick. I do want to say welcome to all of our new subscribers. We are over 700 now already. We're already like 709, 710 already. We're already marching to 800. So we'll be at 1,000 before too long. So welcome to the KingFanMan channel. I hope you enjoyed the first KingCast, and hope you stick around for a lot more. Thank you, Dom. And I know Dom will join us on another KingCast. He's been on the last couple, and I enjoy him talking on the KingCast. And Dom, I'll tell you again, the mic is always open to you. Anytime you want to call in, you are welcome. I appreciate
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much. Let's see. I know I joined you guys near the end. I'll try to join your stream earlier next time. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm glad you joined. You can go back and listen to the first. It'll process, and then you can go back and listen to see what you missed. But the last was better because you came on. See, did you, that old Star Trek video game, use the ID Tech engine? Yeah, you told me that. That's really cool. Maybe we'll hit 1,000 by Thanksgiving. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm hoping for Christmas, but Thanksgiving would be even greater. So, thank you so much. 700 is amazing. Already, I can't believe we're already there. Anybody else? Anybody's got a 76 question? Anything?
Question for me?
Yeah, question for Big T. Big T, I want to thank you so much for being on. And I kind of got you at the last minute. We were supposed to have somebody else. You were supposed to be our next week's guest, and you just jumped right on. I want to thank you for just jumping right in for us.
Hey, no, not a problem. Like I said, my kids started acting out a little bit here and there, but they were great. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you did a great job, and it's been a pleasure, and I want to have you on again.
Absolutely, I'd love to be on again, especially if I could have Dom on too.
Oh, we'll try to have him on next time. That would be great. Absolutely. And me and you will chat some more Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
One more plug again. Remember the Patreon podcast with the King comes out tomorrow. Y'all be sure and watch that. And also, we just uploaded a unboxing. If y'all haven't watched that, you need to, because it's pretty cool. There's some neat stuff. It's all Fallout stuff too, so you need to watch the unboxing. It's on there today as well. Thanks everybody that stopped by the King's Corner today. Big T again, thank you. You did an awesome job. Thanks for all the questions, all the comments. I am the KingFanMan, and this has been a wonderful KingCast as always. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Take care.